Imagine two women, Anita and Priya. Both are 38 years old. Both work 9 hours a day. Both earn 50,000 rupees per month. 10 years later, Anita has investments worth 40 lakh rupees and Priya is drowning in debt. Same city, same income, same number of hours worked. What happened? The answer isn't luck. The answer is understanding a game that most people never learn. The game is economics. And today, I'm going to show you the invisible rules that quietly decide who becomes wealthy, who stays stuck, and why hard work alone is often not enough. Scarcity. Let's begin with the biggest problem in human history. Not war, not politics, not technology. It's scarcity. Imagine tomorrow morning you wake up and suddenly every house is free, every car is free, every meal is free. What would happen? At first, it sounds amazing, right? But within weeks, the entire economy would collapse. Why? Because value exists only when something is limited. A diamond is valuable because it's scarce. Your time is valuable because you only get 24 hours per day. Even your attention is scarce. Every economic decision begins with scarcity, and scarcity forces choices. Opportunity cost. Suppose you have Sunday free. You can learn a new skill or you can binge watch a web series. Most people think the cost of watching Netflix is zero. Economics says otherwise. The real cost is what you gave up. Maybe a promotion, a better job, a side business. The hidden value of the road not taken is called opportunity cost. And once you start seeing life through this lens, every decision looks different. Why trade makes everyone richer? Let's imagine two neighbors. Ajay owns a bakery. Dev repairs computers. Could Ajay learn computer repair? Of course. Could Dev learn baking? Also, yes. But that would waste enormous time. Instead, Ajay bakes, Dev repairs, and then they exchange services. Suddenly, both are better off. This simple idea built civilization. Trade is not about one person winning. Trade is about both sides becoming better off. Comparative advantage. Here's the surprising part. Even if Ajay is actually good at repairing computers too, trade still makes more sense. Why? Because every hour spent fixing computers is an hour not spent running his bakery. The question isn't who's best. The question is, where is your time most valuable? That idea is called comparative advantage. And it explains everything from freelancers hiring editors to countries trading with each other. Demand and supply. Now let's talk about prices. Imagine a city where a famous singer announces a concert. There are 50,000 fans, but only 5,000 tickets. What happens? Ticket prices explode. Not because sellers are evil, but because demand is greater than supply. Now imagine the same concert in a stadium with 1 lakh seats. Prices fall. The same forces affects housing, salaries, gold, vegetables and stock markets. Demand and supply quietly influence almost every price you see. What is money really? Most people think money is wealth. It isn't. Money is a tool. Imagine you're a farmer. You grow tomatoes. You want shoes. The shoemaker doesn't want tomatoes. Then what? This problem existed for thousands of years, and money solved it. Money is simply a social agreement, a giant trust system. The 500 rupee note works because millions of people agree that it works. Without trust, money becomes just paper. What banks actually do? Now let's challenge another common belief. Most people think banks store money. Not exactly. Banks move money. You deposit savings, someone else borrows. Business expand. Homes get built. Cars get purchased. Economies grow. Modern banking works because not everyone withdraws money simultaneously. When confidence disappears, bank runs begin. History is filled with examples. And this is why governments protect depositors and regulate banks. GDP. How do we measure a country's economy? Imagine India is a giant company. We need a report card, and that report card is GDP. GDP measures the total value of goods and services produced within a country. If more businesses produce more value, GDP rises. But GDP has blind spots too. A mother caring for her child all day adds enormous value to society. Yet, GDP may record that value as zero. That's why GDP is useful but incomplete. Inflation, the silent enemy. Now let's meet the villain of our story, inflation. Suppose today a grocery basket cost 1000 rupees. Next year, the same basket cost 1080 rupees. The prices rose 8%. Your salary rises only 5%. You received a raise, yet you became poorer. This is why understanding inflation matters, because wealth isn't measured by money, it's measured by purchasing power. Taxes. Every modern society needs roads, schools, hospitals, police, defense. These things cost money. That money comes from taxes. Some taxes are visible, like income tax. Other taxes are hidden, like GST. And understanding taxes helps you understand where government money comes from and where it goes. International trade. No country can produce everything efficiently. India exports software, pharmaceuticals, services, and it imports oil, machinery, electronic components. Countries specialize, then they trade. Exactly the same way individuals specialize and then they trade. The scale changes, but the logic remains identical. Why salaries are different? Now let's answer a painful question. Why do some people earn 30,000 rupees a month while others earn 30 lakh rupees a month? It's not simply the effort. The market rewards scarcity. If millions can do your job, salary tends to stay low. If very few people can solve a difficult problem, salaries tend to rise. Your income is largely determined by skill, demand, and scarcity. This isn't always fair, but it is how markets often operate. Investing. Once you earn money, a new challenge appears. How do you stop inflation from destroying it? This is where investing begins. Not gambling, not chasing tips, investing. Some people choose stocks, bonds, mutual funds, real estate. Each offers different levels of risk and reward. The higher the potential reward, the higher the uncertainty. There is no free lunch in finance. The grand conclusion is economics is not really about money, it is about choices. Every day you choose where to spend time, where to spend attention, where to spend money. Scarcity creates choices. Choices create consequences, and those consequences compound for years. The people who understand these invisible rules are not guaranteed to become rich, but they stop making expensive mistakes. And sometimes, avoiding big mistakes is more powerful than finding big opportunities. If you found this video helpful, please like this video and share it with others. Also, take a moment to subscribe to this channel for more such valuable videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.